and welcome to my channel. My name's Shell and I think this is week 26 of my weight loss journey. Just as I said it now, I'm thinking, was it 25? But anyway, whichever it is, it'll say in the description. But I think it's week 26. I've been losing weight since the first week in January, first with Weight Watchers and then with calorie counting. Although this week's been a bit of a different week as I've had my first really big gain. I had a small gain in March of £0.5 pound and I had a planned gain of £1 on my birthday week in May, and then this week has been the first week where I really haven't stuck to plan at all and I've had a significant gain. So it all started, if you watched my video last week, I'd been having an urge to binge all week. It was a terrible week. I fought it off and lost £1. So on Friday night after I did the video, I went over my maintenance calories by about 300 calories, which is fine, that would have been okay if I stuck to that. Saturday, I just lost it completely and I ate everything in sight all day. I just ate and binged on, well, I don't need to say, I don't always like to listen to what people say they've eaten when they've binged, but you know, if you have any kind of binging problems, you know yourself, you look around the house for the thing that's got the most fat, sugar and calories, start there and work your way down. So that was basically Saturday. Sunday I thought I'd got it out of my system. It was the only day this week that I stuck to my, well, I think I ate less than my maintenance calories. I think I only ate about 1,300 calories, so I thought, oh, so that's the end of that. But Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday were just terrible. I just ate everything and I didn't care. I wasn't interested in how much weight I was putting on or anything. The urge to eat was overwhelming. Thursday, yesterday, was a bit better. I really think I felt a little bit more in control. I wasn't as hungry. But I haven't done all the things that I normally do this week, so I didn't track anything. I didn't count any calories. I wasn't interested in counting calories because it would have been miles over. I don't know, some days probably 1,000 calories over, I have no idea. So I didn't want to track calories, which didn't help. Normally, in the morning, I decide what I'm going to eat throughout the day, plan all the calories out, and although the plan might change entirely over the day, having that plan in place at the beginning helps me to think about the day and plan. Usually I think, right, what's the thing I want to have most today? And it might be a bar of chocolate or it might be a pizza or whatever. So I start with that thing and plan the rest of the day around it to fit the calories in, but I didn't do any of that over this week, so that was that tool gone. I didn't go on the treadmill at all. I didn't want to do it. I wasn't interested in doing it. I was too full anyway. So that didn't help because that starts me off. I always do it in the morning. I don't always want to do it, but I get on, I do the hour, and after the hour I am really hot, worked out, sweaty, and it feels good, you know, it feels good for the rest of the day. It puts me in a good frame of mind. So then I'll go up and I'll have a shower, and by the time I've had a shower, washed my hair, and I've done the treadmill, I feel really good. So I didn't do any of that this week. Some days I just had a cat's lick and a promise and my hair didn't get washed, so I didn't feel that good with that, so that's another tool gone. I stopped watching all the videos that I normally watch on YouTube. I normally follow quite a few people now that I watch. It's usually every day. Some people do videos every day. I wouldn't like to do that. I mean, I wouldn't like to have come on say last Saturday and told you everything I'd eaten. I wouldn't have done anyway. I'd probably lied. I'd have been ashamed. So anyway, I stopped watching all the YouTube videos that I normally watch. I watched a scant few, but as I lost interest in my own weight loss, I lost interest in everybody else's as well. So that was another tool out the window. And as you can see, it's just not been one of those weeks. But the thing is, I decided this week, because this happens to me when I'm dieting, it always happens to me this I go round in these things. I do well, and then I get the urge to binge, which I fight for ages, and which is the worst part. And then I give in, I binge, and then I get back on track, if I'm going to get back on track. Sometimes then I just lose it altogether and never get back on track. So I thought this time, rather than blame myself, because usually once I start to binge, I really spiral down into a very negative place where I start blaming myself, and I'm saying to myself, why can't you get control? What's the matter with you? Why don't you want to lose weight and all this sort of stuff? So I decided this time, because it happens over and over again, just to sit back and try and have a more scientific approach and just try and, I mean, it's going to happen anyway, so, and I don't think there was anything I could do about it. And I do think, you know, when you're dieting for a long time, for me anyway, when I'm dieting for a long time, every now and again my body just thinks, why are you hungry when there's all this food around? Get stuck in. And I think you just lose the ability to care and just let yourself go and eat what you want. So that's what's happened to me this week. I don't know what to say about it really. I don't really think there was anything I could do about it. Well, I tried, every day I tried, but it's just the way it goes. So I'm going to take the gain on the chin, on the double chin, and hopefully start again. I feel a lot better today. Today I've got up and I have a plan. I have an eating plan. I've also been on the treadmill, had a shower, washed my hair. I feel much better. That's not to say that tomorrow will be a different day. I really can't say. But I feel I've come out of the spiral a bit, because I do spiral down. The more I eat, the more I don't want to do things, and I feel physically it does affect me, because I start to feel very tired, very lethargic and not wanting to bother, which makes me want to eat more, and it just gets into a big spiral. And I never know how to pull myself out of it really. And sometimes I think I've just got to wait, just wait and wait, and in a few days after perhaps I've filled up on calories and my body's decided that it's not starving, then I can have the gumption, or whatever you would call it, just to start again. And I think that's what's happened. So there's no point in attaching any blame or taking it as some sort of personal failure, because I think it's a physiological thing. Perhaps other people do it, perhaps they don't, I don't know. I did last Saturday have a look at my, is it the TDE or whatever they call it, where you see how many calories you're to eat in a day. And because I'd lost nearly a stone then, I haven't now, but I'd lost nearly a stone then, so I went to check to see if it was still the same. And it took away nearly 100 calories a day from me, which I think didn't help. But now I'm thinking, well, instead of taking away another, because that would mean, as I was eating between 1,300 and 1,400 calories a day, if I was to take 100 calories away, between 1,200 and 1,300, which is getting a bit low for me. So I was thinking, well, I was losing around about 2 or 3 pounds a week, so perhaps I'll just stick with round about 1,400 calories a day and see what happens. And if I start just losing half a pound to a pound a week, perhaps it won't be as brutal and I won't end up in this situation. Well, I probably will end up in this situation again, but perhaps not quite as viciously. So I'm going to see what the damage is now, although I already know it's quite substantial.
Hello.
So weight the scales up. Last week I weighed 10 stone 3. So
10 stones, 8.0 pounds.
So I see me wiggling my fingers there, counting up, up and up and up. So that's a 5 pound gain, which is not as bad as it could be. When I've been off like this for a week before, I can easily gain 10 pounds. I can easily double that. So perhaps somewhere, somehow, I've not done as badly, and I think that's possibly down to not crucifying myself so much over it, just taking it as a physiological thing that is just the way dieting goes, isn't it? I don't think I watch hardly anybody on YouTube who doesn't go through phases where they just can't do it for the odd week. So I think it's just one of those things. Anyway, next week I'm hoping to be back on track. I am possibly not going to cut down as much now, because I'm feeling quite good now, really. It's not like when I was at my heaviest and I really wanted to lose as quickly as possible. You know, I do feel now at a manageable weight, so perhaps I will slow down a bit and maybe just aim for losing £1 a week. If I could lose £1 next week, I would be thrilled, because I'm not convinced yet that I've got to the other side of this phase, but I'm hoping so. So tonight we've got planned the usual Slimming World chips and a Kiev and peas, which is all calorie counted today. And this afternoon I have bought myself a Ninja air fryer. I've got a big air fryer that we do our chips in, but I wanted a smaller unit because once the air fryer is full of chips, we often want to cook things like the Kiev and whatever else we're having. And they're so nice done in the air fryer, but there's not room to put them in the other one. So we're going to be a 2 air fryer family. I'm hoping it comes before tea time. It's supposed to come today, but no sign of it yet. I don't think I've got anything else to say, really. I hope everyone else has had a better week, and I'm sorry that I haven't been able to be, giving you a video with a nice weight loss on as usual, but it's just the way it goes. There's nothing you can do about it. And I'll just speak to you next week, and hopefully, be back on plan. If not, I apologise, but all I can do is try. So take care all, I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week, I hope the weather picks up for us all. Take care, bye.